Hey guys, it's Allie. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to do a Fiber Fridays. Woohoo! And because yesterday was my 1-year anniversary of starting this journey with you guys on YouTube, I thought we'd go through some of the skeins of yarn that I've done over the last year or so, and show you some of the projects and talk about what's in them, and I will post the links to all of their original videos up there and down there. So, it should be fine. Alright, so, and this came from Paradise Fibers. I believe it's November. Yeah, it's in November because I started making this as a gift for my husband, and I would have needed time to make it. This is organic Polwarth, and you can see how it knit up very nicely. And I did a chain ply, so it is ended up being a 3-ply yarn, and I didn't need all of the yarn to make this, so I'll have to figure out something else to make with the rest of this ball, or I can take this out and make it a little bigger. I'll have to talk to him about what I want to do with that, but it is super soft. This came in an unboxing video that I did last fall, or late summer. My friend sent me a roving that I spun into this, and I'll post the link to the unboxing video, and you'll be able to see how soft and fluffy it was, and just how it looked as the hand painted roving. This was made from yarn in the Paradise Fibers September box. It's a merino and camel hair blend, and it spun up nicely, and then I crocheted in a corner to corner pattern, because I wasn't quite sure how much I'd be able to get out of it, so I wanted to use one that would go really fast, and one where it, but also one where it would look pretty good This is a chunky, thick and thin yarn. And it's nice and warm, and it is available in my shop if you want it. Okay. These came from my experiment dyeing hand spun yarn with KoolAid. And I tried a couple of different techniques for dyeing them, and they ended up looking pretty cool. And then I also did those that are hung up with some KoolAid as well. So alright, next we have this coarse spun yarn. I made this on a video where I was just doing an experiment with the coarse spinning, and ended up turning out pretty cool. This is another coarse spun. I coarse spun on this using an art bat from Gargoyle over Bohemian Rhapsody, I know I at least did the unboxing for this, and I may have done a video spinning it as well, but it looks really cool and intricate, and the camera doesn't do the colors justice. As it's a super fun yarn. This I spun with yarn from Creative Space Fiber Arts, and I think I used YarnHero, or roving from YarnHero. They were both hand painted rovings and or cone top. I can't remember which. It's amazing how roving from two different artists can end up looking really cool together. So This is a I believe it's a Shetland blend, or her Shetland mix, and I did as a self-striping yarn. The wool came from a box from Paradise Fibers. Let's see, I want to say it was definitely either March or April that this one came in. It's a chunky yarn, and I'm really happy with how this turned out. This one's fun. It's gonna be a basket, and I made it from this yarn and yarn I spun from my mom's Welsh mountain sheep, and some more art yarn. And I made from handmade, or not handmade bats, but bats that I put together on my drum carder over there. And the bulk of this wool came from Creative Space Fibers and Art Club. They're both on Etsy, and I will leave their links in the description below, so you can go check them out. This one is very dear to my heart, because I made it with bats that I put together as parts of Hydrocephalus Awareness Month. It is all core spun, and then I knit it up, just kind of randomly. I would randomly throw in different stitches, and I made it to visually show the complexities of hydrocephalus, and to kind of help me recover from the surgery that I had back in September. But you've definitely seen parts of this in a few videos. So yeah, I'll make sure to post the links to these, because I didn't just use bats to make these. I also made rolags as well. So. Unfortunately, Hydrocephalus is extremely complex, and I think this is a good visual representation of the complexity of it, between the coarse spun yarn, the thick and thin, the random extra stitches I threw in there, and then there's a part here where I tried to knit my ventricles into the piece, and there have been a few times where the ventricles have turned into slits, and made things very difficult for me. Because when that happened, or at least one time when that happened, the ventricle collapsed over the catheter, and suffice it to say, it was bad. Just trust me on this. But yeah, I love this. I don't think I'll sell it. This yarn is from two different braids of wool from D&D Fibers. It's got merino and targi and bamboo and silk in it. The way I did it was I spun 2 singles, and then I applied those 2 together, and then I rolled it into a center pull ball, and I took both ends of the center pull ball and then plied them together. So now it's a 4-ply bulky yarn. Very thick and thin, and really funky and funny. Or funky and fun, excuse me. So And here's a mini skein from some of that targi and bamboo and silk blend. Coming down to the end here. Got a few more skeins to show you though. This one, I combined wool from 2 different Paradise Fibers boxes. The wisteria from the kindness box, and the wisteria is the purple, and this and then I also used the fiber from the Mermaid box, and that had a silk blend, silk and merino, I think, and then in addition to the turquoise, it's silk and merino blend. It also came with some sea cell fiber, which is made out of seaweed, which is pretty darn cool, and that is this white fiber. So it ended up looking very, very cool together. I wish that my camera did these justice, the colors justice, because it's really, they're really good together. This one's just a mini skein that I spun using some of the fiber from the January Paradise Fibers box. And by the way, if you want any of these, any fiber from Paradise Fibers, I will leave my affiliate link down there, and you can get any of them. So for this one, and I used used a couple of handmade rolags and to spin the colorful single, and then I applied that to the yarn from these little poofy things here are dyed mohair from Angora. And I've got more of them in this skein right here. This one, and I just spun a single that was all of the mohair, that was all dyed mohair, and then I applied it to the white yarn I made from the January Paradise Fibers box. And I was able to make a lot of skeins from that January Paradise Fibers box. So that was fun for me. This one, I did a video where I talked about finding trying to find two different I'm trying to find handmade rolags to go with some art bats that I made, and they ended up looking really, really cool together. So, and this is a this is a 3-ply. Since I don't have a lazy kite that that can accommodate 3 bobbins, I wound one into a ball and put it in a bowl at my feet, and plied it that way. And we're coming down to, I think I only have 2 more left here for you. So this one is from the Fluorite that I ordered from Paradise Fibers, and I said I was going to ply it with the white, and that's what I did, and I made a bunch of these mini skeins with it, and yeah, looks pretty cool. Very pretty. Hey. And then finally, I have this one. It's, when all the math is done, it ends up being a 5-ply. And this is from some of the yarn from, or some of the fiber from the art bat from Gargoyle Lover, and what I did was I blended it with 2 other with 2 other braids to make my own roving, and then I chain plied it, and then I spun it, and then I made it into a center pole ball, and spun it and plied both ends together. So it's either, by the time all the math is done, it's either a 5 or 6 ply. So it's very funky and colorful yarn. Okay. Well, I really, really hope that you have enjoyed reminiscing about the fiber and yarn that we've made this year. And I am looking forward to making more videos with you and helping you learn more about fiber and fiber art, and just helping you relax during these tough times for everybody. I really hope that you have enjoyed watching these videos as much as I have enjoyed making them. And if you want to see more, or make sure to hit subscribe. So that you can be notified when I come out with new videos. And thank you so much for being part of this journey with me. Take care.